to fall in love.
To a very exciting episode of Modded Motors. Today we're going to be doing a Squadra update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that intro, but we're going to answer some FAQs, some questions that are often asked to me in our DMs that I thought maybe you guys want to know. It's been 10 months since we originally dropped our Squadra video, and a lot has happened since then. I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know answers to questions that you may not feel comfortable with asking or have been curious about and just not shot over our way. Right here on my phone, they're all legitimate questions people have asked, some multiple times. I just kind of rephrase the question. I'm gonna go through my FAQs, then I'm gonna give Jason his segments. If you guys did not know, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing it. We're in the middle of Vlogmas, December 1st through December 25th. We are trying to post every single day. Every upload that we post from that time frame, you have to go comment on in order to win a race selector. If you guys don't know what the race selector does, it lets you do really cool burnouts, puts your car to disable traction, which obviously the Giulia's 2.0s did not come with from the factory, only the QVs. Really cool mod. Really suggest you guys enter. The easiest way you guys can enter. First most asked question is 0 to 60 times. I still have to get my spark plugs done, my coils done. It's still running driving condition, but I don't want to beat on my car super hard when I haven't gotten those things done. So I'm going to forego the 0 to 60 times. I know you guys are waiting for it. I am going to do them soon, and obviously I need to get the bumper attached properly because it's really not right now, and then I can give you guys the 0 to 60 times. It should be later in Vlogmas or right after Vlogmas. One of the biggest things I've seen is people say, I can't get Squadra because I don't want to send to my ECU. I can't afford my car to be down for a few days or almost a week. There is a power gate option that I don't think you guys saw, or maybe you guys, I didn't clarify in the last video. The power gate option is for you to do at home. It's a tablet, so you don't have to send in your ECU. You can do everything from the comfort of your home if you're handy with technology. I chose the bench tune, which is to send it in just because it was easier. I didn't have to upload anything, just sent my ECU out and got it right back. So that's the option I chose and I preferred. But again, you can do it from the comfort of your own home with the power gate option. A lot of people ask, what do I need to buy before I get this tune? Do I need to get an intake? Do I need to get an exhaust? Do I need to get a downpipe? The only things that you need to consider before going with this tune is a race selector, because they have a special programming for the race selector to be enabled. The other thing is a downpipe, so they know to code out the potential check engine light when you put the downpipe, because most likely it's going to be catless. But if you don't plan on doing any of those things, you can go straight to the tune. You don't need an exhaust or anything right off the rip. You just need the tune. A biggest question that we obviously get in our DMs, are we switching tunes to any E85 tunes or any other competitors? We are not switching tunes by any stretch of the imagination. As you guys know, Alfissimo has been a really good partner to us. We fully expect to run Squadra's tune and their hybrid turbo when the time comes. We do have another Giulia and the Stelvio that we can run a different tune on, but this car is staying with Squadra. Before I buy, hey, have you had any problems? Have you ran any check engine lights? I have not run into any issues. I have never thrown a check engine light. This car has ran perfectly fine since the last 10 months that I've owned it. And I know I get a lot of questions of, hey, do you thoroughly enjoy the tune, or was it just for content? I never fabricate anything I do on this channel. I thoroughly enjoyed my tune. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience. If you guys ask me my previous tune to this tune, which would I prefer? Every single time I'm going to pick Squadra, and not because Alfissimo is a supporter of this channel, because I thoroughly have a great experience with it. My car has ran better than it's ever have. If you guys come into my DMs, I'm going to recommend Squadra 10 times out of 10 in my opinion. Question I get asked is, can I run an aftermarket intake with this tune? Yes, you can run an aftermarket intake. There is no special programming for the intake. You just put it in and go. As you guys know, I have an intake in my car and I have had no issues whatsoever, and it's run flawlessly. Does Squadra offer pops and bangs? I get this question all the time. I know you guys ask if they do a custom tune. They do not offer any pops and bangs. The only option that they offer is just the one, either the race selector, non-race selector, downpipe, no downpipe, just a straight tune. They want to maximize performance, efficiency, and safety. So there is no pops and bangs or any other tune that you can add. It's just purely performance for them. People ask, can you run Squadra and another tune simultaneously? Like, can you run an ethanol tune? Can you run a pops and bangs tune with this? You can't run that from Squadra. You can't buy both tunes and try to run them simultaneously. One will overwrite the other. If you wanted like a special customized tune, you're more than welcome to go to an outside tuner. However, I personally wouldn't do that. I would stick with the most name brands because they know the car the best. So I would highly suggest probably not doing that. But yeah, you can't run them simultaneously if that's the question. And the last thing is, where can I buy the tune? The best place for you to buy the tune is through Alfissimo directly. Again, there's the Benchmark tune and the Powergate tune. Both are the same tunes. One is just an at-home with a tablet. The other one is your send your ECU in. Bench is send, Powergate is home. Makes sense? Now, we asked Jason to film a segment for us to throw into this video, so here is his segment. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
Hey everyone, this is Jason from Alfissimo International. I was brought here today to talk about Alfissimo, Squadra Tuning, other modifications and upgrades, as well as the reliability parts that I've been producing as well. Maybe a few questions that I get frequently asked with the tuning and modification. I started Alfissimo back in 1996. I wanted to supply parts at a good price versus dealers or other vendors out there. Started bringing parts in and started the business, and we just really snowballed from there. We are a small business. It's my wife and I who run this business. That's it. We really try and strive to be the highest quality parts that you can get. We focus on function, we focus on OEM parts, we focus on modifications that are true motorsport modification. You can get any part OEM from us. Filters, oils, to a screw, to a fender, whatever you need. Let's do a little brief intro to Squadra. Squadra Tuning has been around a long time. We have been with them for 23 years. They've been in business for about 23 years or 24 years now. Stefan used to work for Alfa Romeo in their tuning and diagnosing department, and he branched out on his own. Why did I choose Squadra? Well, back in 2000, 2001, there really wasn't many tuners back then, and the ones that were tuning were very, not as easily accessible on the internet and so forth. I just got in contact with him and we started a partnership up, and I trusted him because he worked with Alfa and he was very precise and thoughtful in his tuning process. That he does everything from scratch, in-house. He focuses on Alfa, which is another part of why I stuck with him, because I only focus with Alfa. I don't want a tuner who tunes everything else or has come from another brand to tune Alfas. I want somebody who's been with Alfa for a long time, like myself, and Squadra is it. I've had zero issues with cars, even the ones back in the day. We've tuned about 270 of the new cars at this point. We have the 2-liter tunes, the 2.9-liter tunes, and the 4C tune. I'm just going to talk about the Giulia and Stelvio 2-liter and 2.9-liter tunes. Basically, two 2-liter tunes. We have a standard tune with 320 horsepower, intercooler technology, which reduces the temps in the intercooler for more power and reliability and longevity of the components and engine. For the amount of cars and the feedback that I'm getting from customers that go to the track to just drive around, everybody loves it. Many have switched from other tunes to the Squadra tune and have said it's like night and day. The reason that we've tuned so many cars is because it is a solid product. The hybrid tune is a new turbo and our tune put together. The turbo is made in the Netherlands, and if you didn't know, Squadra is also from the Netherlands. Everything is made there and shipped to us, and we do all the tuning here. We do have a stage 2 hybrid tune as well, but that one is sort of on the outs. Maybe we're not sure about that one quite yet, but that one is a 385 horsepower tune. Both the hybrid tunes, to get to that horsepower, need a catless downpipe. If you're going to run a stock cat, you're going to lose a little bit of horsepower off that number that we state on our website. Our 2.9-liter tunes, 570 horsepower, lots of functions with the 2.9-liter. Intercooler technology, which was developed by Squadra first. Start stop, 3-cylinder shutdown is out of there. lots of other functions that you can read about on the website as well. We do have a second tune. It's called the Medio tune. The Massimo tune is the 570 horsepower. Medio is for those who don't want extra horsepower. They just want all the function. Squadra also does a lot of these innovative products like these performance loggers. You can log data, show all sorts of data in the dash. You can turn off ABS and traction control to launch assist to burnout mode. Tons of functions, including clearing codes on the fly. Even while you're driving, you can clear codes if something comes up. There's a lot of function in these, worth every penny. It plugs right into your OBD2 port and it shows up on the cluster screen in your dash there. So it's a really great product. We also have a TCU Tune I forgot to mention. The TCU Tune right now is only available here, or if you send me the computer out of the transmission and overnight it to me and I can overnight it back type of deal. So that one's it's a big change to the way the transmission is tuned. It is not a GTAM transmission tune. We found the GTAM tune to be sort of blah. Squadra worked really hard on making a better one, and he did. Fantastic tune, especially with the 2-liter. It's just fantastic. 2.9 as well, but the 2-liter really transforms the car with the tune. Questions and what that I normally get. Or do I need to tell you about a downpipe to tune for a downpipe? Yes, you do. I can tune for the downpipe anytime, whether you have it in or not. No big deal there. Race mode is a different story. It's preferred that you have the race mode installed, or you're going to do the race mode at the same time as the tune. I will not tune for race mode prior to not having race mode installed, because it'll default to N mode, and that N mode is the stock horsepower, so you won't gain anything from it. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments on this video, and I will try to answer them with Modern Motors.
We're going to take a quick break from the video just to remind you guys that 76% of you are not subscribed. So this is just a friendly reminder to subscribe to Modern Motors.
What are our plans in the future, or what's coming out, or what do we have out already? So you're going to see a lot of new products, mostly in suspension, because I really focus on suspension. Although I love high-powered cars and more power is great and so forth, but suspension is really crucial for us. So we're trying to work on all of the components together. Let's start with what we have out already. QV Performance Springs, QV Corsa Springs, which we designed and developed. We found every spring on the market to have some issue, whether it be too low, too soft, too hard. There just wasn't anything good on the market, so we developed our own. Those have been available for a while now, and folks really love them. Goes really well with our modified suspension ECU. This is the GTA software that we've modified. We do have the regular software as well if you want to just keep it at the rate. This is just adjusted. The calibrations are adjusted differently than the standard suspension ECU from the GTAM cars. We also have been working on uniball joints for replacing bushings in the suspension system. So for example, this is the aft arm with the shock mount. This gives a more precise feel to the car and handling. And this one's really close, the caster camber kit. We're really close to finishing this one. It should be done maybe in January. That'll give you the ability to adjust negative camber and caster. If you do lower the car, it throws out caster. You'll be able to adjust that caster. The other items that we have coming soon are catch can kit for oil catch can kit for the 2.9 liters. A lot of 2-liter guys have asked me, are you going to make one for the 2-liter? I don't know at the moment, but we could probably work on something after we get this 2.9 liter one out first. We've been working hard on this because we don't want big, heavy rubber hoses and clamps and stuff in the car. We want it to look like stock. And so we have quick connects, and this will be a light hose with heat wrap around it, and then rubber shrink ends. All looks like OEM, everything. Reliability parts. We make the bleed screw kits. We make them out of aluminum, and we anodize them. So they're completely corrosive free, 100% corrosive free. They'll never corrode at all. We went with aluminum to cut cost. Stainless steel is a great option, but to be honest, it costs more. I wanted to make sure that the price was lower for you guys, so that everybody could use them, and they weren't like some outrageous price. Thank you, Modded Motors, for having me. I really appreciate content that you guys are putting out. I think it's really fun and interesting and different, and you're really pushing this 2-liter car to something like really different, and I think that's super cool. Not going too crazy with it. Well, okay, it's crazy, but it's in a good way crazy. It looks like a QV, but it's not, and it's beautiful. Love it. Keep up the good work with that. Come see me at alfissimo.com. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, on the forums. You can call and email us, which is the best way to get a hold of us.
We appreciate Jason for leaving that segment for us. This is where we're going to end today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know I owe you guys a slew more videos with Squadra times and all that good stuff. Step by step, let me finish the cars from paint, and then we can go do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with the car. You know, I'm going to slide it, do all the fun stuff. But in steps and in moderation, you know, guys, so make sure that the car's healthy and all that good stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate you guys staying with us through the Vlogmas time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this edit. We'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully, which is tomorrow.
you.